For question 1 on this worksheet, we have to deal with all of these confusing directions about north, east, blah, blah, blah. So what I always do is make a set of axes, right? So a set of axes we're very familiar with, but now I'm going to call it north, east, south, west. And I'm noticing that A appears in two of these descriptions, right? So B is due east from A, and C lies 18 degrees west of north from A. So since A seems to be the important one, I'm going to put that right at the origin. And then point B is due east from A. Well, due east means directly east, so I'm going to put B right over there. And C lies 18 degrees west of north. So not north, C is not north, but 18 degrees west of north. So I'm going to put C over here, and what I know is that this little angle is going to be 18 degrees west of north. And now let's fill in what we know. Let's see, AC is 1.9 miles, BC is 4.312 miles, and we're looking for what direction C is from B and the distance from A to B. Okay, so we're looking for this distance. I'm going to call this X, and what direction C is from B. So I'm going to say, what angle is this? And then we'll talk about how we're going to describe that later. But the only angle I really know is this one. So that's 18 plus 90 degrees. So I know that this angle is 108 degrees. I have an angle side pair, so I know I can use law of sines. This is not ambiguous because I already have the one obtuse angle that I possibly could have, so I'm going to set out to find theta. So sine of theta over 1.9 is equal to sine of 108 degrees to 4.312. Let's find that. Let me just check that I am in degree mode, and I'm not. So if you're in radian mode, change it right now. So we have 1.9 times the sine of 108 gives me that. We're going to divide by 4.312. I'm going to get that. I'm going to do inverse sine of that thing, and I get that theta is 24.776 degrees. So right now, I want to know what direction C is from B. And I would like to say, if this is the angle, to get from B to C, you don't go due west, you go north of west. So I'm going to say 24.776 degrees, and I'm going to say that is north of west. That's how you would orient yourself, getting from B to C. You don't go due west, you go north of west. Okay, and we also are looking for X, so now let's finish this off. We need to find that third angle, so I'm going to add this angle to the 108 degrees I already have. I'm going to subtract them from 180. This little bitty angle is 47.224. I am not rounding that. 47.224 degrees. Sorry, that's so messy. And I'm just going to set this up. I'm going to do this right over here. Okay. So I'm going to have X to the sine of, I'm just going to call that C, is equal to, and I'm going to go back to what I have already, 4.312 over the sine of 108. Okay, so now look at what I have. Right, I'm going to take the sine of this angle, and I'm not going to round it. I'm going to multiply by -1. So I'm going to take the sine of this angle. So the sine of that, right, times 4.312 gives me that. So I have X times sine of 108. I need to divide by the sine of 108, and X then must be 3.328. X equals 3.328. And so the distance from A to B is 3.328 miles. And I will always just check to make sure that that makes sense. Let's see, the largest side opposite the biggest angle, the shorter side, yep, that's 24 degrees. And so this is my medium side, my medium angle, and it's opposite my medium side.